Back in December of '97, I was stopped at a red light and a Mercedes hit me from the rear. I was knocked unconscious. The next thing I remember was hearing metal drag on the road, and it was just instinct that I put my foot on the brake, and I stopped from rolling then and realized I had been hit. So I got out of the truck and walked back to the Mercedes, and it was a woman and two of her children were in the car, and they were unconscious also. So I was knocking on the window, trying to get them to wake up and that. And so they woke up, came to, and they seemed to be all right. Like I was really shook up, but I was walking around. And when I got home, my wife looked at me, and I was white as a sheet. And she asked what happened, and I showed her the truck, and I told her briefly what happened. She goes, "You're in shock. You're going to the hospital right now." So I said, "Let me lay down for a few minutes. You know, I'm pretty tired." And so I lay down for about 15, 20 minutes, I guess, and I couldn't get back up. My body just hurt and ached so much I couldn't get back up. Well, the next morning was just as bad, so we did end up going down to the doctor and get checked out. He says the low back was damaged, and as far as that, he thought it was just the shock of the impact of the accident. You know, my body was in shock. It was swollen up and that. But the x-rays did show damage to the low back, the vertebrae. I was a finished carpenter in high-end custom homes. It was my own company, and I did most of the physical work myself. That accident ended that career. I was an amateur mountain bike racer, and I loved to run cross country. Ended all that. So it was complete. My life seemed to have ended at the moment. I wasn't providing. I felt like I wasn't doing my part in the marriage or in the relationship. I was worthless anymore after that. I did not try to pursue the insurance thing like that on my own. I knew it was way over my head. And we were talking one day, and my wife, Lori, and I decided, hey, let's call Mr. Harrison. We called him up, and we came right on in. He was more than happy to see us, and we gave him all the reports that we had, the doctors, the police, and everything else, and told him the story. And he says, sign me up. So we did. And he's been such a blessing in our life, because you can imagine dealing with insurance companies and hospitals and doctors and all that. That can be a nightmare. And to have that stress and that burden taken off of me and my wife was a blessing sent from heaven. And to me, I just wanted to sit down and cry because it was over. I knew it was done with, and it was settled, and I could get on with my life again. It was overwhelming joy, but it was just, the burden was off of me.